Are you new to crystal healing but just not sure how to choose the right crystal for you? There are a lot of different crystals out there and it can be overwhelming. In this video, I'll share with you some simple yet powerful ways to help you choose the right crystal for your needs and energy. There's a crystal out there waiting to connect with you and I'll show you how to find it. Hi, I'm Ethan Lazzarini and I'm the author of 4 crystal healing books, including the Amazon best-selling book, Crystal Grid's Power. I'm here to help you unlock the power of crystals in a way that's clear, empowering, and easy to apply to your everyday life. I'm going to show you 4 ways that you can use to select a crystal. You're going to see that some of these are more logical and other ones are more intuitive. And stick around because I'm going to show you a simple experiment that you can do at home today and while watching this video to show you how effective it is. If you're looking for a crystal for a specific need or purpose, like abundance, protection, or self-confidence, for example, there will be specific crystals that are known for this traditionally. You could use reputable books or websites about the metaphysical properties, benefits, and traditional meanings of crystals. Ideally, you'll need a crystal book that is like an encyclopedia or dictionary of stones for reference. All good crystal meaning books should come with an index that makes it easy for you to look up the properties and benefits, not just the name of the crystal. They will list any crystals that share the same benefits that you can go straight to the page they are on in the back of the book. And it also helps if they have photos. These kind of books will help you learn more about the crystal and see if it meets your needs. You might even have a few choices of crystal. Here are some things that you need to consider. So some stones will be rare and you might not want to have to go and try and hunt those down, and see which of them is available to you locally or in your country first. Then there's the price and your budget to consider. So the more common stones are usually the most affordable and easy to find, and then the more rare or unusual the stone will be more expensive and harder to find. You might still be left with several options, and I like to see which crystal has other meanings that would support me as well. How else could this crystal help you in other areas of your life? The crystal that has lots of other properties that also interest you is probably a really good match, and it's going to be a better long-term crystal companion for you. Alternatively, you could use any of the following methods to help you make your final decision, like this next one. If you found this video to be helpful so far, could you please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Thank you. Choosing a crystal by your intuition is a completely different way to go about this, and you may already be doing this without really knowing. It's really just going with what you feel drawn to when you see the crystal in a crystal shop or photos online or in a book. Certain crystals will just catch your eye. I recommend you just keep looking at other crystals and then come back to it again. See how you feel on the second visit. This is instinctive, like going with your gut. If you are in front of the crystals in a shop, or these are crystals that you already have at home, then try holding the crystal that you're most drawn to. Do you want to keep it in your hand? If you do, then this is a good sign and often a confirmation. With photos, see how the crystal makes you feel. Do you feel a pull towards the crystal? Does it light you up inside? Consider revisiting it the next day and see how you feel then. And if you still feel really drawn to it, then again, I think it is a sign that you should probably go for it. The other thing you can do for confirmation if you're using the intuitive method is to understand why you're being drawn to this crystal. It's always really interesting to look up the properties of the crystal afterwards and see how this fits your needs. And sometimes you will find that this can be spookily accurate. Just remember that just because your intuition has chose a crystal, it doesn't mean that this is going to be the most affordable for you, or if you're using a book, that it's going to be easy for you to find. To show you how powerful using your intuition to choose a crystal for your energy, I have a little experiment that we can do together now. Here is a quick and fun way to test your intuition. First, I'm going to show you 7 crystals, and you do not want to overthink this. I want you to trust your intuition and your initial reaction. So start by taking a deep breath. 1, 2, and 3, and release it. Which crystal attracts you the most? Choose a crystal and remember which one you picked. If you need a little more time, I want you to pause the video now. And let's see what each of these crystals means in the next part of this video. So if you picked this one, this is Shamanic Dream Quartz, also known as Lodolite Quartz. And if you chose this one, then you're doing a lot of inner work at the moment, but you need to trust your dreams and visions. So if you chose this crystal, then you chose the Chlorite Phantom Quartz. And this crystal means that you're craving something new and you need to focus on your new aspirations. And if you chose this crystal, then you chose the Citrine Point. And if you were guided to this crystal, then I think it means you need to watch negative self-talk and feelings of not deserving things. So this crystal is Ocean Jasper, and if you chose this stone, then you need more peace and calm in your life, and you are also being asked to be more patient. This is Aqua Aura Quartz, and if you chose this one, then you are currently really developing your psychic abilities, but you are being asked to be really careful and make sure that you are using psychic protection. This is Golden Rutile Quartz, and if you chose this crystal, then you might be experiencing some communication issues, and this can really help you smooth out and communicate clearly with people. And this last one is Rhodochrosite or Rhodochrosite, and if you chose this crystal, then I feel that you need to forgive yourself and don't be so hard on yourself and really kind of tap into self-love. I'd love to know which crystal caught your eye and the crystal that you picked if the message resonated with you in any way, so please let me know in the comments below. This is a more advanced method, but I would definitely recommend it if you are already familiar with pendulum dowsing. You could ask yourself if the particular crystal that you're thinking of is right for you while holding the pendulum, and you could say something like, is this crystal beneficial for me at this time? And a strong yes response would be ideally what you're looking for. And this is different for different people. And in my case, that would be a very wide clockwise circle. That's what I would be looking for. And you could also work through a list of crystals that you are considering. And another thing that could be helpful for you is to work with a dowsing chart like this. And you could use one like this with a 1 to 100% on it. And this way you would ask the pendulum what percentage of compatibility each crystal that you're considering has for you, and note down the percentage that comes up for each time you use the pendulum over this chart. So the chart, how this works is the pendulum will point towards the number. And then once you've got your list, you would basically use the highest percentage will indicate the crystal that has the best compatibility for you at this time. And for dowsing to be accurate, I really must stress that this is a skill and it does need to be learnt, and it works through practice. So if you want to learn more about this method, I highly recommend that you at least get a good book on this subject or take a dowsing course and develop the skill before you rely on it. So it's something that I've been using pendulum for 20 years. If it's something you guys are interested in, maybe one day I could teach about that too. Let me know in the comments. So this method is not so well known and is a form of divination, and the benefit of that is if you tend to doubt your intuition, this will help you trust your inner knowing more. So you'll see there's a lot of oracle decks out there with just pictures of crystals and crystal names on them, and there's also some like these other two here which are much more, have more symbolic imagery on them. but you really just need one like this. This one has little watercolors of each crystal on it. And then what I would do is I ask myself as I hold the cards I tune in and I ask to be shown a crystal that I need at this time to work with. And then I will shuffle my cards, tuning into that, focusing on my question. When I feel ready, I'll stop and see what card comes up. So we've got Rainbow Hematite. Or you could do it this way and you simply fan out the cards like this after you've shuffled them and then see which card stands out to you. And here we've got Black Moonstone, and this will, regardless of what method you use, of course the card you pick is the crystal that will benefit you most at this time. And if you watch any of my monthly readings, I do help you with this, and we have a card which will help you find the crystal you need for your month. So I'll link a playlist here if you are interested in that. I hope this has given you some options to choose crystals for yourself. If you're new to crystals and crystal healing, then check out my other beginner's guide videos from my top 10 must-have crystals and cleansing methods. I'll link to some of these videos at the end of this video, or you can use the playlist. These videos should be appearing on screen now. And if you want to go deeper into the world of crystals and crystal healing, then check out my books, and I'll also include links below that you can use to learn more about them.